Good afternoon, Red Hawk Nation. Today is Tuesday, October 4th, and I'm Neha Perumalla with another daily update brought to you by Wingspan TV. The first ever marching band showcase is tonight at the Ford Center starting at 7 p.m. It features every high school in the district. Here on campus, the band has been learning some new and more advanced choreography for their marching show this year. WTV's Ian LaPerry has the details.
As the band gears up for marching contests in October, they've been incorporating more intricate choreography than in years past. From pliés to kneels to more complicated movements, the band has been trying to master their new choreography. The band has gotten help from John Escalante, a marching band choreography specialist, and he's taught them more about the dance side of marching band. The band hopes that with this new choreography, they'll be able to do better than ever at marching competitions. Reporting for Wingspan TV, I'm Ian LaPerry.
As many may know, this year's homecoming dance lies on October 22nd. WTV's Kennedy Williams takes a look into the process that students and faculty take to select a date.
Homecoming. One word that many students look forward to hearing in spite of growing loads of homework. Behind the scenes, a number of organizations put forth their contribution in selecting the date for HOCO.
Yeah, I mean, we look at our schedule. Obviously, it needs to be a home game, and so you look at your schedule and try to figure that out. We don't want to do it generally too early in the season just because you don't have time to get meetings together and vote and all that stuff for the homecoming king and the queen and all that. So it doesn't need to be too early in the season. But other than that, you just try to find one that you think works with all the other activities going on and get it on the calendar.
This year's game and dance were originally planned to occur this weekend, but the campus ran into a number of conflicts.
This week, we wanted to do it this week, but there's just too many issues going to try to have it on a Thursday. You know, then we would have to try to decide, are we going to do the dance on a Friday? Well, if we're doing the dance on Friday, we have volleyball games on Friday, and they're actually home volleyball games. And so with the dance being in the gym, now there's another issue. And so do we want to do it on a Saturday even though the football game was on a Friday? And so anyway, then we're out of school on Monday, and I know that there's going to be students out of town using the long weekend, and so it just felt like there was too many things going on this weekend for it to be an opportunity for our kids to enjoy the homecoming activities.
After evaluating all major conflicts, the involved organizations moved homecoming to the weekend of the 22nd.
So this year we were given the date by our principal and our head coach, and they decided that it would be a good idea to have homecoming going into the 4-day weekend. That's the game this week against Lone Star. Now, as we started to plan homecoming, we realized that there were some conflicts, so we had to choose a different date. Again, that wasn't entirely our decision. The specific dates are decided by the principal and our football coach. We in Stuco tried to have a Stuco organization that's very representative of the student body so that representatives from each different club or activity can inform us of potential conflicts in our meetings so we can really plan for these things.
Reporting from Wingspan TV, I'm Kennedy Williams.
The presidential election is in just 5 weeks, and leading up to November 8th, Wingspan is taking a look at some of the important issues and why they matter to you. WTV's Parker Butler takes a look into minimum wage.
The federal minimum wage is $7.25 an hour, and while the percent of teenage minimum wage earners has dropped in recent decades, it remains true that most minimum wage earners are relatively young. While young people are notorious for their lack of attention to politics, when it comes to how much they earn at a job, whether they're working for extra income or living on their own, young people know the struggle. Unsurprisingly, both presidential candidates have a very different view on this issue. The minimum wage in Texas is the same as the federal, so any increase approved by either candidate will directly affect almost 500,000 Texans and thousands of businesses. When it comes to wages, the Democratic nominee Hillary Clinton has made clear that she is for raising it on the federal level. This position was shaped by her primary opponent, Bernie Sanders, who believed a $15 federal minimum wage was necessary. Clinton argued that while it should be raised, it should not go to $15 like Sanders suggested, noting the importance of wage differences in different cities and states. Donald Trump's position has evolved since he's come under fire from labor unions and others for saying this:
taxes too high, wages too high. We're not going to be able to compete against the world. I hate to say it, but we have to leave it the way it is. People have to go out, they have to work really hard, and they have to get into that upper stratum.
Not raise the minimum.
I would not raise the minimum.
But a month later, he tweeted this. Eventually, he signaled that he would be willing to raise the federal minimum wage in exchange for another policy goal, but ultimately would like to leave the increase up to the states. As the election gets closer, Liberty Wingspan will bring more videos comparing the two candidates on various issues. Reporting for Wingspan TV, I'm Parker Butler.
The volleyball season is winding down. WTV's Ailey McGarva takes a look into tonight's game.
Volleyball will take on 6th and area-ranked Wakeland tonight at Wakeland for the second time to start the last round of district play. After beating the then-undefeated second-place Rudy Lions last week to move them up to 3rd, volleyball looks to beat the Wolverines, who took them down in the first round. The women put the team in a tie with Wakeland, both with a record of 6-2. I'm Ailey McGarva for WTV.
If you're looking for more information on a story or a current news event, follow us at Liberty Wingspan on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. And visit our award-winning website, libertywingspan.com. If you have an announcement you'd like to share, please forward that information to your club sponsor. That's it for today's Daily Update. I'm Neha with WTV.